What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how you can make an entire album's worth of music using nothing else but an iPad, an audio interface, and a microphone. And a couple other small things as well. But for the most part, those are the only three things you need. What's going on, guys? My name is Kenny Moss. I'm a rapper and recording artist out of Reno, Nevada. I have 2 albums out currently, Michael Kenneth Smith and Las Sombras. Please go check out both of those albums if you haven't heard them, which I'm almost positive you have not heard them, so please go check those out. But I'm not here to necessarily talk about those albums. I'm here to talk about how I made those albums. A lot of people think and a lot of people deter themselves away from making music because they believe that they can't do it. They believe that they don't have the equipment that they need. They don't have a studio, all these things. They all these different excuses. And I don't want to call them excuses because, they can seem valid. But, all these different reasons why they can't follow their dreams. And I'm going to show you it doesn't take a whole lot to follow your dreams. If you can save up a little bit of money and you can get these few things, you can create full-length albums just like I have. So what are these things that you need? The first thing you're going to need is a laptop or a iPad. In my case, I use an iPad. iPad's just a little bit more intuitive for me, a little bit easier, a little bit more on the go, just easier for me to use an iPad. But a laptop or an iPad, save up some money, get you one of those two things. Now, on this laptop or iPad, you're going to be able to download a DAW. Now, you usually have to pay for these. There's ways to get them for free. I'm not a criminal, so I'm not going to tell you how to do that. But if you want to, you can get these things for free. Get a DAW of your choice. There's a couple different ones. I personally use Logic, FL Studios, any of them, man. They all do the same shit. Don't let anybody tell you one DAW is superior to another. No, they all do the same shit. Get yourself a DAW that looks pleasing to you, that you're okay with staring at for hours, and that is very intuitive for you, that you can use to work on your stuff. The second thing you're gonna need is an audio interface. Now, this is my little setup right here. I've got my iPad here, my little puppy Benny. I've got my iPad hooked up to this audio interface by means of this thing right here. I plug this into an outlet. I plug my audio interface into this, and then I can plug this into my iPad. And that allows the audio interface to connect to an iPad. Now, if you have a laptop, this audio interface from this cord right here will just straight connect to your laptop. You don't have to worry about going through the bunch of extra steps that I go through. But if you do use an iPad, you're going to need this thing, this little extra Atola USB hub device, and you're going to need this adapter to be able to plug said device into your iPad. But outside of that, that's really it, guys. That's what you need. Obviously, you're going to need a microphone and a pair of headphones. I have this microphone connecting to my audio interface. You're going to need a microphone and a pair of headphones. Now, the stuff I have here is kind of fancy, right? I have somewhat of a fancy iPad. I have somewhat of a fancy audio interface, and I have somewhat of a fancy microphone. But you don't need anything crazy, man. You can have a cheaper iPad. I used to make music on, in fact, my last album, Las Sombras, was entirely made on an iPad that was nowhere near as new or as fancy as that one. So you don't need something super crazy. You can use an audio interface that is like this. It could be one of these bad boys. I mean, I got this for about $80. But you can find one of these bad boys for relatively cheap, and it will do the job. It doesn't have to be a fancy audio interface like the one that I have. And it doesn't have to be a fancy microphone either. And now comes to the point where, yes, this is where I record, guys. This is where I record. I record in my room. I don't have no sound treatment, no nothing. And I'm able to make entire bodies of music. And you can do the same. So I'm just making this video, and it is kind of long-winded, but it's just to show you guys, you don't need a whole lot. You can make music with whatever you have, make full-length albums, and get respect from your peers or respect from other musicians just by working with what you got. My homie Marco makes all of his beats on his iPad. He's probably the best beat maker in Reno, Nevada. He makes all of them not his iPad, he makes all of them on his iPhone. So I'm making this video to let you guys know that it doesn't take a whole lot, man. You can make music with whatever is available for you and go follow your dreams. Don't allow people telling you that because you don't have this thing or you don't have this thing that you can't pursue your passion. It's all bullshit, man. There's super easy ways to pursue your passion. All right, this is becoming way too long-winded. I'm taking way too long to say all of this. Go check out my albums, Las Sombras, Michael Kenneth Smith. Get the few, save up about $1,000. You could buy yourself all the things that you need to make a full-length album. All right. And with that, I'm out. My name is Kenny Moss. Check out Michael Kenneth Smith. Check out Las Sombras. Use my music in your TikTok videos. Outside of that, I'm out. Peace, guys.